Hey, RezaieStrong followers. So I wanted to talk about time wasters because I just had a conversation with someone about how they never have time to do the things that they want to do. Now, those of you who follow along know that I talk about excuses of saying you don't have time or either a lack of priorities or a lack of boundaries. But I specifically want to talk about three things that take up a significant portion of our day and what you can do about it to try and limit the time that you waste on them. So these are the three things: social media, email, and TV or Netflix or whatever you watch online or on your smart TV. So for social media, there's lots of ways to waste time. I mean, we're all sitting there just perpetually scrolling. And we waste a lot of time, whether we realize it or not. It's a ton of time during the day. And if you really think about it, even if you can shave off 30 minutes, that's 30 more minutes you can do something else. But I just wanted to give you some of the pointers that I've used to kind of get me off social media as much, short of deleting the account. So the first thing is that I've killed all my push notifications. I no longer does my phone buzz or bing at me anytime I get something on social media. For that matter, I've killed it on everything except for a very particular few people that can reach me via text or phone call. Otherwise, there is nothing that's going off on my phone, and this has significantly cut down on my time of constantly wanting to check my phone and see what's going on. The second thing is most of us have a do not disturb feature. And I oftentimes, if I am trying to get something done or really trying to focus, I will set this. And you can set it for as long as you want. Sometimes it's for a couple hours. Sometimes it's just till the evening. Definitely after 6 p.m., there's nothing else going off on my phone other than those select few people that I mentioned earlier. So I use that do not disturb feature quite a bit. There's accounts that we all tend to follow that honestly are just clickbait and we really get nothing out of them. And so just unfollow some of those accounts. Just reducing the amount of people you follow will decrease the number of pings that you get on your phone. And then the last thing that I think sometimes people might freak out and think this is a little extreme, but sometimes I'll just leave my phone in another room. I'll put it in the charger in my office and I'll be out in the living room or the dining room and I'm nowhere even close to my phone. And so that also just reduces time on just being on it and thumbing through social media. So there's just 4 easy things you can do to kind of reduce time and make some more time for things that are maybe a little more productive. Email is another one I think is the bane of my existence, and I'm sure it's the bane of many people's existence. And here, it's not a priority issue, it's a boundaries issue for me. And so I've really done 3 things to kind of set boundaries on how frequently I'm checking email. So oftentimes I'll make my cup of coffee and I will just kind of scroll through my email, get rid of all the junk and spam stuff. If there's something quick I can answer, I'll answer it really quickly, what I like to call the 2-minute rule. If I can answer it within 2 minutes, then I respond. Otherwise, it just kind of sits. And then after lunch, I come back and those emails that I hadn't gotten to that required a little more than 2 minutes, I kind of sit down and kind of focus on those. And as I stated with social media, after 6 p.m., I just don't even check. It's going to wait till the next day. And so this is just setting boundaries to make sure that I'm chunking the time that I'm on email, but I'm not constantly checking it. A lot of those examples I gave for social media, you can also do with email. You can kill push notifications. You can put do not disturb. You can just leave your phone in another room. Those are all also really helpful for email. This is the hardest one because this is just kind of like mindless wasting time watching TV or Netflix or, Amazon Prime or whatever you're watching. And so I've really done 2 things here. First of all, I have just removed all kind of technology TVs from my bedroom so that I can really focus on just going to bed when it's time to go to bed and not staying up and then waking up super tired the next day and then not motivated to do things. The other thing is that if I'm going to sit down and watch something, I sometimes will set a timer on my phone so that when that timer goes off, I can stop watching whatever I'm watching until the next time I want to come back to it and finish it up or watch it so that I'm not just binging a bunch of things. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with binging every once in a while, but if you're doing it every day, it's just time that you're wasting. So there you go. There's 3 things that are time wasters, in my opinion, that we spend a ton of time on during the day, that easily, by just doing these things, you can carve out an extra hour, hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours in your day to do other things that are more productive, just rest, whatever, work out, whatever you want to do. Anyways, let me know what are some of your time wasters and things that you do about them, solutions you've come up with to kind of reduce that time to allow you to be more productive and do the things that are going to be more beneficial for you. As always, thank you guys for following along, and until next time.